Hi, Sojourn family and friends. I'm Caitlin Reyes, and I've been the Kids Director for Sojourn Heights Church for the last 7 years. As we begin gathering in person again, I wanted to take a few minutes to share what our ministry to children will look like in this current season. Before those of you without kids stop watching, however, I'd like to say this first. In this season, we'll be embracing the difficulty and beauty of intergenerational worship more fully. As a congregation, we have a responsibility to help each person, adult or child, grow in faith and in worship of our Trinitarian God. So greet the children around you before and after the gathering, not just their parents, and have patience with the learning process. Sometimes children will be restless and active, but learning to worship is important for us all, so please be patient with one another and show grace. Parents, remember this word from John Piper. The greatest stumbling block for children in worship is that their parents don't cherish the hour. Children can feel the difference between duty and delight. Therefore, the first and most important job of a parent is to fall in love with the worship of God. End quote. During our Sunday gatherings, whisper to your children to teach them how and why we do things throughout the gathering. At home during the week, talk about parts of the Sunday gathering, like, "That's like what Pastor Dodd said on Sunday," or, "Do you know what that song was talking about?" It may not always be easy, but studies show that intergenerational worship and relationships directly correlate to faith maturity. So our hope and prayer is that our affection of and worship of Jesus would grow in this season from the oldest to the youngest among us. Parents, if you plan to bring your children to an in-person gathering, especially an outdoor one where the pews won't serve as physical barriers between people, prep your children for what it will look like to respect and love our church family and neighbors in this season. Kids will lunge toward and run in the direction of their friends, especially after having been apart for a long time. We will all want to do that. But please remind your children that we love and honor our friends in this time by refraining from embracing. There will be a time for that again, but right now, we love our friends by waving and smiling and staying next to our family. For the time being, Sojourn Kids will continue with our online rhythms. I have loved seeing many of your kids and some of you for Song Time on Sundays the last few months. It has been a special treat to see kids memorizing scripture and singing worship songs and sharing pieces of their quarantine lives with one another, real time over Zoom, week after week. We're heading into our 14th week of Song Time, which is crazy, but I'm thankful for the time we've shared each Sunday. For those of you who may be curious about our online rhythms and like Song Time, I'll outline those for you now. So this coming Sunday, August 16th, Song Time will be at 10:10 a.m. Beyond that, pay close attention to your email for the time. On our website, you'll find a link to our guide for kids. The link leads to a Google document with easy-to-follow lessons for you to do at home with your children. And in conjunction with this, I'll be providing you with a second opportunity to pick up a craft kit for the fall. Details will be coming out in an email soon. For the last month, we've been uploading a storytime video to Instagram and YouTube as well that corresponds with that week's lesson from our guide for kids. And finally, as we offer in-person gatherings again, we want to give parents who will be bringing their children with them an additional tool for prepping their children for worship. Each week, look to our social media platforms for a sermon preview video to help prepare your own heart and the hearts of your children for the upcoming sermon. We hope these rhythms and our season of intergenerational worship will be fruitful and life-giving to you. See you soon.